We'll try this one. Hi, everybody. Yes, I know. I'm trying like this different background, and I realized that I have a selfie stick tripod. So instead of putting my phone on the tripod that's right on my desk, I have it on the selfie stick in front of me so you can see a little bit better. So I figured today I would give you some more information and see if you could help me. Maybe not, but I figured I'd try. You know, Sheri's Dream Catcher is all about catching dreams, right? But it also means putting in a lot of work. So I have my handy dandy notepad and my handy dandy pen. And I have been working on some stuff on the website today. Hi, Lily. Thanks for joining. So, I'll just, I guess, start because I am all over the place. It's almost like I go in to fix one thing or review one thing or one item. I keep using the word thing. And it leads me to another item, right? So I went in today and I started, researching the back of my product page. Now, I had put together one page, two pages. I started putting stuff together because I was like, all right, I need to take what's in my head and I need to write it down because I'm trying to organize myself and organize what it is I want to do. So what I'm doing so far for Envision Dream for the company is, yes, I am making new products. I know that I need to go through all of the product descriptions as well as the collection descriptions. That's going to take me some time. So what I first did when I was thinking about your suggestion was I went into my products, and the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go down my vendor column, and I wanted to make sure that all of my products were under the Envision Dream LLC vendor. So I had to fix a couple of those. Then from there, I was trying to figure out, okay, I had created some new products, but why was it only online, and why was I not able to tag it on my Instagram shop or my Facebook shop? So needless to say, I went into Facebook and I started going through my Facebook shop and trying to figure out, So it came up with a few items that had issues. I tried to look at what the issues were. I added a few more pictures to those, and then I had to send it in for a review. So I'm waiting to hear back. I think I only had 5 of them, but either way, I just wanted to make sure that was all up to date. Which then brought me to, okay, let me go back to the actual product that was under review. Noticed that when I clicked on one of the products, I had it online, but it wasn't on my Instagram shop or my Facebook shop. So I said, okay. So then I go into the right-hand corner and I go onto sales channels, and I'm like, oh, there you go. Select all. So then I said, oh, this one is like that, I need to go back to all the new ones I had created within the last month. And sure enough, I had to fix all of those. So I was fixing those today, okay? Then I started working on Sheri's Dream Catcher's Facebook page and was like, oh, what if I was able to have the Sip and Think merchandise on Sheri's Dream Catcher, which comes from Envision Dream. So I'm so glad you're smart and you can catch on to this. So I went into my page and edited my page, and I created the shop. However, I haven't connected the shop because I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to do that. because technically Sheri's Dreamcatcher is an affiliate of Envision Dream. Okay? So I then created the shop and tried to edit the page a little bit, went through my Sheri's Dreamcatcher page. Then from there, I said, oh, well, if I view it as the prospect or I view it as the customer, what is it that they see on the Facebook page? Because if you notice, if you go into your Facebook page and your business, you're seeing it in like the edit mode. You're not necessarily seeing it from the person who's purchasing mode. So then I was moving some of the main menu to make sure that was done correctly. So then I said, oh, well, if I did it for Sheri's Dreamcatcher, now I have to do it for Envision Dreams. So then I went and did that. See how I'm all over the place? So then I said, well, if I'm an affiliate of Envision Dream, I have to get my link. So then I go into my affiliate program, I get my link. I started going back to some of the Facebook posts and adding the link to it, because I was like doing some trial and error, because I'm curious to see myself. Like, I've been looking at some of the affiliates that I have, and some of them are starting to really get clicks, and I'm like, it'd be interesting to see what I get. Other than, obviously, I can look at my statistics and analytics, and I can see, you know, how many people go to the website and from where. And then from there, I went into my blog, so for Sheri's Dreamcatcher blog. And so then I went back into some of the blogs that I had added the Envision Dream Sip and Think mug, and I went into, my sales channels. I know I'm talking all over the place, but I hope you can stay with me here, because this is literally how I was working. Hi, my love. How I was working today. So I had to go back into my company, my Shopify, and under my sales channel, there's this buy button, right? So I'm looking at, my Facebook, my Google, my Amazon, my Pinterest, my buy button and Messenger. I'm like, what's this buy button, right? Because I'm trying to figure out how am I going to be an affiliate to my blog, right? So I go into the buy button and it's like, oh, this can be used with WordPress. I was like, oh, cool, awesome. So now I'm like, all right, I get the code, and then I'm looking, all right, how do I integrate that into the blog? So again, go back to the blog, go to all the posts that I've posted that have the Sip and Think mug, and I added in the buy button to the bottom of that blog. Meanwhile, I'm in the blog and I realize I have to go through every single one of my blogs and make sure that I'm tagging and categorizing, and so that's on my list to do's. Then it said I could create a page. Now I have Sheri's, Shop Sheri's Picks, which I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I have like my sage and spiritual items on Shop Sheri's Picks, and I'm like, well, I want to include some Sip and Think, you know what I mean? Because Sip and Think is really like on Sheri's Dreamcatcher. And so it said to create a page. I created a page and I put the buy button in there, and I named it Sip and Think Merchandise, because in my mind there can be more than just the mugs, So I hope you're staying with me on this. I have not published that yet because I'm still trying to figure out how to formulate that, because you have to understand the blog is separate from Envision Dream. I know what you're going to say. Just shut up. Anyways, that's kind of what I've been doing and kind of playing with that. So I created... Oh, good. You're staying with me. So then I created the Sip and Think collage. I wanted everyone to see all the Sip and Think mugs that are there, and I put that on Sheri's Dreamcatcher. But then I went back and I had to get my link from my affiliate and add that. However, I'm still trying to figure out how, if I post it on Instagram, you know how on Instagram you can post something and then it connects to your Facebook, right? How to get my link where I can put it on my Instagram so that it can go over to the Facebook. So I'm still working on that. I'm researching all of that as well. Anyways, then the next thing I'm working on is I need to do a weekly or bi-weekly email campaign for my email subscribers for Envision Dream. Now, any subscriber to Envision Dream, if they subscribe and they're a new subscriber, they get a $10 gift card. And I've been sending those out. That is growing. The email subscribers is growing. So I'm trying to formulate if I do that weekly for an email blast with product updates or, you know, discounts, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure that out, and I was thinking, and please tell me, I really want your input on this. Is this something that I should do like weekly, like every Friday? Because I can do them and schedule them and then have it go out on its own, right? Then on top of that, I'm still working on the product highlight for a product that I want to highlight 1 or 2 a month on Envision Dream news and updates. So that I can also create, and I can also schedule ahead of time as well. So it's just getting the time to really sit down and put this together. So this is why I need pretty much a calendar, because once I start, I want to make sure that I stay on that rotation. You know what I mean? And it has to be realistic. And I keep saying, you know what I mean, and I don't understand why I'm saying, you know what I mean. You would do it bi-weekly. So for Envision Dream itself, I'm working on product highlights, 1 to 2 a month, weekly or bi-weekly email campaigns to subscribers. Still going to be working on product descriptions to enhance my SEOs. Now, packing slips. Now, I was telling you that I have packing slips. So, yes, the packing slips do have Envision Dream on them. And whenever the products come in, they do have Envision Dream logo on the outside of the packaging as well. Mind you, it's just default stuff. So, I'm going to be going through these packing lists to double check that the product that they order is coming out exactly as what it says on Envision Dream. So that's one project I'm also working on. Then I have to fix the shipping. So right now, anyone who purchases on Envision Dream is still getting free shipping because I haven't figured out how to fix that part yet. So please stop shaking your head. I know you're like, what the hell are you doing, girl? Anyways, I have to learn that so then I can go in and I can fix it. So anyone who purchases from Envision Dream right now will still get free shipping. However, if you're not subscribed and you want to subscribe, you'll get a $10 gift card. Now, Christmas is coming, so the other thing I'm working on is, do we do a Black Friday discount or special? Do we do it that whole weekend, or do we just do Cyber Monday? And I've really been thinking hard about this. The holidays are going to be so different this year, and I really don't know if people are going to be doing Christmas presents, let alone getting together for Christmas. But I don't know if I want to just still put it out there, because you never know. So I'm trying to figure that out. So once I figure that out, then I know what I'm going to do for my email blasts. But I really am like on crunch time, because if you think about it, Black Friday is not that far away, right? So Went through product descriptions, packing slips, shipping, working on the affiliate program. I went in today. I turned in all of my I went into my emails. So let's say I have someone that clicks on the affiliate's link. It tells me how many clicks. And if they get an order, then I go in and I do the conversion. So if someone places an order for an affiliate, they get paid on the 15th and the 30th of the month. And they have to have a PayPal account. So once they've filled out all the information on the affiliate program, I then have to review all the information, make sure that they checked it all off, told me where they're going to be promoting the product. And then once they have the conversion, I can go in and I can approve it on the 30th and, the 15th and then the 30th. However, I went into my emails for my affiliate program and noticed that if I do have someone that needs a conversion or they're pending a conversion or a payout, there's all these emails that I had that were off. So now I had to turn those on. And then I had to look at every single email to make sure that it was set up correctly, because it's got your logo and then it's a template. But you can change the template if you want to, but it automatically sends out once there's an order placed, once there's the payment sent out, if it's declined, if it needs to be refunded. So I'm also learning the affiliate program. And the only way for me to learn the affiliate program is by me being an affiliate as well, which they automatically, with Refersion, they automatically make you an affiliate. So I'm doing that too. I hope you're writing this down. You don't need to, I know. Anyways, so now we go into trademark. So my trademark, I applied for it in June. I got a letter. It's almost up. I have been going through my house like crazy looking for this letter, and I can't seem to find it. So now I have to go to the trademark lawyer and contact him and ask him if he can send me another one of those forms, because they're very, very strict with what they do. And I really don't want to hire a lawyer for the trademark, because they'll just charge me up the yin yang. And not only that, when I did research on the trademark, once you apply for it, a bunch of companies start saying, you need to do this, you need to do that. But I had done the training for the trademark. So they said it only comes from a certain email, and a certain address. So I did that. Now I'm just got to get the paper and figure it out. From there, I was approved to sell Envision Dream products on Amazon. Whoop, whoop. However, there's always a however. I went to create my lists, upload my lists, and it said you need the UPC code. So I have also been in UPC code class online and trying to figure that out. So that is a project I am also working on behind the scenes. Didn't you love asking me for more information? Personal delivery is so much better. Get to see my smiling face. Yes, Timmy, it is. It was wonderful seeing you as well. No Black Friday thing. You should pick on one of your subscribers in a raffle and get a free gift. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Possibly, yes. Let's see. So then, keep going down the list. I'm going down my list. We talked about discounts. Okay, because think about this with the discounts. If we go back to the discounts, we've got Black Friday, and then on Saturday, it's Small Business Saturday. support your small business. So in your community, I don't know if it's across the board, but I know here on Saturday it's support small business. So I'm just wondering if I should do a discount for the whole weekend and how I should divvy that up as far as putting it out there. So I need your help with that, trying to figure that out. Then when we go to look at Facebook and Instagram, my catalog shop, today I started, waiting for approval, but I tried making the rainbow collection on the Facebook and Instagram shop and seeing what that looks like. I know I need to increase followers. I put down try to do daily posts, which I'm trying to do. And then candles, I'm still working on the candles. That's probably going to take a little while, but that might be a fun project to do with the family. Then I'm also trying to figure out some donations to do. Like today we did the rainbow collection. Today we donated food to the Johnny Cake Center. It was actually, with the coalition of the Rotary, which was in the coalition of the Johnny Cake Center for the food pantry. So we delivered that today, but that was for my regular 9-to-5, 24/7 job. I'm trying to figure out, I have to do some research, how in October it was, breast cancer awareness month, and my sister was doing a fundraiser for that, so I donated a basket for her raffle. I'm actually trying to do some research to see if there's any other donations that are out there or any other fundraisers that we can do. Now, I am doing the Golden Girls Mega Color Street Nail Party, and any proceeds that I get from that is actually going to be donated. There's a woman in Georgia who has lupus, and she's part of the group, and she's been on some of the parties, and I learned that, she's, I believe, looking for a kidney transplant. And so I had told my friend Alyssa that, whatever I earn, I'll donate it. I'll donate that to her. Even if she donates it to the Lupus Foundation, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. So, and then, not sure if I can do it this year or maybe by next year, but putting gift baskets together that people can buy for Envision Dream stuff. So those are things that I'm working on in regards to Envision Dream. So now we think about this. Sheri's Dreamcatcher. So now I'm thinking I need to do 2 to 4 blogs a month. I need to increase my followers because WordPress also has followers. So it's not just when I post a blog and it goes onto Sheri's Dreamcatcher Facebook page. I also have bloggers that wherever I tag it or which category it goes into, they get to read it and they get to see it too. Okay. So if I can do a sip and think chat 2 to 4 a month, then that will handle my 2 to 4 month blogs. Because what I do for my sip and think chat is I do the chat, I upload it to IGTV, I upload it to YouTube, Sheri's Dreamcatcher YouTube page, and then from there I connect that into the blog, and I try to do a recap of the sip and think on the blog. So if I can get that into rotation, then I'll be able to meet my deadlines of 2 to 4 a month. I have to work on the tags, I have to work on my SEO, clean up my blog, and learn how to add my reversion or my affiliate link to the blog posts. And then I have to research and see, am I able to, and I'm going to ask you this, am I able to sell the Sip and Think mugs or anything from my Envision Dream on YouTube, like on my page? Like, I have to research that too. Then, on top of that, I am working on the Pinterest and the Twitter, which I'm not very familiar with either one of those. I don't use them on a regular basis. I've just been kind of adding posts to them, but they're not really... They're a tool, but I haven't used them the way that they're needed to be used, if you know what I mean. And those are kind of like on the back burner. You love the Golden Girls theme? I know, the gift baskets. I started thinking, I was like, oh my God, I could do so many different things with gift baskets. And then once I put the gift baskets together, then I could sell them on the website. But I have to figure that out. I have to figure that out too. You got your Sip and Think what you want to chat about. Fine. Okay, good. So, message me that and we'll put that together. So, I'll need your topic and your date. And then, I think that is it. Guys, were you able to keep up? My mind is just like... You wanted to know what I've been working on behind the scenes. This is what I'm working on behind the scenes. Everything interconnects with something else. And then I've been working on the tribe vibe. Do you guys actually like the tribe vibe with the music and soul? I mean, I was surprised when I posted it. My son actually liked it. I was like, oh, it's so awesome when your own son likes your stuff. I'm actually really proud. My kids, like, they're wearing the stuff that I create, and I love it. I know, Timmy, I need to just keep getting out there. You know what's funny is some people still don't know that I actually go in and try to put this stuff together myself. They'll be like, who was it? Somebody contacted me and they were like, are you selling for somebody else? And I'm like, no, this is me. So, I feel like I'm all over the place. But this is the problem with being able to see far ahead, is that I can see far ahead, and once it's all done and it's completed, I'm sure the internet will add some more shit for me to learn and integrate. But once that's all done, I'll be fine. But it's like, ugh. When Facebook upgraded, I swear to God, I wanted to like, I was like, oh my God. Like, now I have to go in and do this and do that and blah, 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 and switch between this and that. If I'm not all over the place, I would never get in. Wait, girl, if you're not all over the pace, I think you meant place, you would never get anything done. That's just you. Yeah, I know. I'd rather be productive, though. Think about it. If we're not productive, we're getting caught up in all, like, the drama. And how am I supposed to get ahead? You know what I mean? Like, I could get caught up in all the drama and be, like, stuck in that stuff. And then complain 3 months later, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, and da-da-da-da. I don't want to be in that situation. I want to be in a situation where I'm like, I'm making good use of my time. I'm making good use of my time. I may be all over the place when it comes to trying to formulate and organize and figure out how I'm going to do this or how I'm going to do that, but at least I've got an idea I'm planning it. I'm trying to structure it. I'm trying to formulate it. I'm trying to get it all down so that I can then implement it. You know what I mean? That's where my head is at. It's just like, all right, I've got all these ideas and I can see how they can all interlink. But how do I do it, Sheri? How do you do it? And I'm like, I just had to write it down. I had to write it down. And so, like I said, I look so much better under pressure. I actually work better under pressure. Under pressure. But I have to also learn to slow down and take breaks for myself. And it's hard to take breaks for myself when my mind is going a mile a minute. Like, if you're really, if you're one of those people where you've got all these ideas coming into your head, it's like you can't really think about anything else because you're just like, nope, I gotta get, nope. Like, it's just like, you know in your mind, you know in your head exactly what you want to accomplish. You're just trying to figure out, okay, well, I got to do this. All right, so if I do this, then I can go here or I can go there. And then all of a sudden, some new stuff comes out and you're like, oh my God, when is it going to be easy? When is it just going to be easy peasy? Me go on there and post it. Done. And let my work for me. How was that? Was that enough information for you? Would you like me to repeat it? ADHD is a wonderful thing, not. I don't know if I have ADHD. I don't know if I have OCD or ADHD. I just know what it is I'm trying to do. I just got to learn how to do it and put it all together and get it out there. I met with one of our friends yesterday, and we were having a nice little conversation, and she said, Sheri, she said, have you ever thought about being a life coach? And I laughed at her for a second, and I was like, some people have said it to me. That's something else I'd have to research into. Now, it's funny that she had brought it up, right? Because earlier in the day, I was on a business meeting, and they had a life coach on there for the professionals in the health fields, and they were talking about grounding yourself. And one woman, she was a nurse, she's a nurse here, but she goes to India, and she has this stone that she holds on to that she got from India. Now, the stone is mineral. It comes from the earth. So the closer you are to earth, the better you're grounded, which is why they say when you go outside, take off your shoes and get your feet into the ground. I wouldn't do it right now if you're in a cold area, but that's part of, like, you know, when you're going to the beach and in the summertime, you know, you have your shoes off and your feet are getting grounded, getting the energy from the ground to ground you. And I just was like listening to them talk about holding on to the rock, and they were saying that rock will remind them to ground themselves, so they walk around with it in their pocket. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to walk around with a stone in my pocket. And but I do have stones in my house. And the weird thing was, they were using the stone as symbolism for reminding someone when they're in a stressful situation to ground themselves. But I was like, I always seem to like do this or hold my pen, or I do this. Like, that's me trying to take my jitters and my anxiety away. But at the same time, I also think it's part of me trying to ground myself. Put it in my bra. I'm not going to walk around with a stone in my bra at work. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Instead of saying I got a pocket full of stones, now I got a fucking bra full of stones. Yeah, okay. Nice try. Nice try. So anyways, from the stone getting yourselves grounded. Like right now, people are just like eating a lot of cake, eating a lot of chocolate, a lot of ice cream. I know I am, because this is like birthday month galore. And I'm talking about a meme I just recently posted that I guess stressed spelled backwards is desserts. I thought that was funny. Anyways, they were saying that people just need to get back to being grounded. But it's so difficult to get grounded right now. It really is. Especially when the governor's going back on and people are telling us we might have to shut down for another 6 weeks, and it's no holidays. I mean, so I guess you can get grounded in other ways, you know. But then they started talking about, and I forgot to bring it home, there's this map, I want to say, or diagram. There's a diagram. And during this session yesterday, the life coach said that he couldn't find who actually created the diagram. I wish I had it with me. I don't. And it was a diagram that was designed by some people in Africa for when the COVID had hit in Africa. And it was what they had used to help their people get grounded. And it is a useful tool, and I'm going to bring it home and I will show you guys, but I was kind of amazed by it. They were talking about being grounded. They were talking about the African diagram as a way to help their people cope with COVID. It was fear, learn, and growth, I believe. Don't quote me on that because I don't have it in front of me. I'm going by what I looked at like 8 in the morning. Then they were talking about the reason for grounding yourself, having the stone in your pocket, was that when you are not being grounded, if you have the stone in your pocket, then it can remind you of, to get grounded again, right? I'm talking about actual stones, minerals. Okay? And trying to help people reconnect to their purpose. Now, when I heard that, a light bulb went off in my head and it said, reconnect to purpose. But in order to reconnect to purpose, we have to be grounded. Now, I can tell you that I have not thought about that. I have not thought about the connection and reconnecting to purpose in a while. And I'm trying to figure out how to reconnect with that purpose. Does that mean I reevaluate what is my purpose? Has my purpose changed? Or is my purpose still the same? And how do I ground myself? And how do I reconnect? Now, I took that a little bit further and I said to myself, do I even want to reconnect to my purpose? Because if you don't want to reconnect to your purpose, then why even bother looking to see what your purpose is or knowing what your purpose is? That's just something I've been thinking about. Because when I was connected to my purpose, I felt happy. I felt go-lucky. I was, I don't know what the word is. I have a horrible time with words right now. Getting back to just feeling happy. And I know that I don't mean to bring the energy down and make people be like, yeah, you're right, da, da, da. But what I'm saying is, where is that happy, fun Sheri? Or where is that happy, fun time? Is it that Sheri's not connected to her purpose? I know she was happy when she was connected to her purpose. Is Sheri grounded? Is Sheri carrying the rock? We've already told everyone I'm not carrying the rock in my boob. But these are things that I'm thinking of on top of trying to organize my foundation. So basically, I have created a foundation. I've created a foundation for Sheri. And if you watched my Too Legit to Quit, MC Hammer, what is he doing? He's hammering in the nails. So he's going around the foundation. And we're trying to connect these dots. We're trying to formulate it to make it into a strong foundation. And then the other thing I've been thinking a lot about when I was talking about change is that things have changed. And yes, a lot of people keep thinking, no, COVID's going to go away, everything's going to go back to normal. It's not going to go back to the way it was. It's a new normal, people. Like, you need to understand that. It's not going to go back to the way it was, which is why you have to start anew. And how do you start anew? You grab a stone. The other thing I was talking to, you grab a stone, you become grounded, and you reconnect with purpose. If you're on that high level consciousness, there's a lot of people who aren't. The other thing I was talking to my friend about yesterday was like when I was talking to her about the foundation, I said, you know, do you even know what my trapped ruby is? And she said, no. She said, but when you came out with Envision Dream, she said, I knew you were building the website. She said, but I knew when you spoke about it, you were higher than what the merchandise was. And I said, not many people understand that until I start talking to them about it. So then we went into the trapped ruby, and I said, you know, with the conversation that we're having right now, I said, you're a trapped ruby. Because a ruby is a stone. It's the stone of divine creativity, and every single one of us has it in us. And right now, we're either trapped in the web of life or we're trapped in the World Wide Web. And when I said it to her like that, she said, oh my God, you're absolutely right. Every single one of us has it in us. It's just maybe figuring it out, and maybe that's also part of the journey. But you can't understand that until you've experienced and gone through all these other things, which is why I've always made myself, if I'm going to be a leader, I'm going to lead by example, which is why everything I am doing and I am learning, it has a purpose to it. So, you need to do some yoga and get away from screen time. Yes, take the nail out and you're addicted and use the addiction. But those are just some of the things that I'm thinking about. You may think my mind is all over the place, which it probably is, but it's really not. It's just balancing it all out. You know? Balancing it all out and figuring it out how to implement and project it in a way that others can understand. But you wanted more information. I am trying to come on here and explain to you a little bit about what I'm doing. and every day can be different. Yes, but you have so many ideas. You have a lot of great ideas, Elisa. You really do. And I'm going to look up that MILF versus the link tree. I think that's a great idea, too. I saw you did another blog. I got to read that. Timmy, you and I are going to set up our Sip and Think chat. And I can't wait to find out what your topic is. And I think that's really it for today. I am going to close my computer and I'm going to listen to music. So I might post some music, some videos, because that's what I want to do. So excited to see what? No, I think she calls it the milkshake. I don't think it's called the MILF shake. Imagine if it was called the MILF shake. I know, right? Okay, good. I'll check for it. Thank you guys for coming on and watching me and supporting me. I appreciate it very much. You know, I wouldn't be able to get through what I'm getting through without having your support and your laughter and conversations. Milkshake, yes. We can change it to MILF. My MILF shake brings all the boys to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right. But I'll have to charge. All right, guys. I am going to zone out. It's been a long day. I appreciate it very much. And, you know, here's to what's tomorrow. Friday, TGIF. All right. Love yous.